Welcome, data detectives, to a world where the digital crumbs we leave behind are shaping the very fabric of privacy law. Prepare yourselves, because the story of big data and privacy is a wild ride. A roller coaster of legal loopholes, absurd lawsuits, and judgments that will leave you wondering what planet the judge was on. We're talking terabytes of information, folks. Everything from your online shopping habits to your GPS location history, your medical records, even your most embarrassing Google searches. This isn't just about targeted advertising anymore. We're talking about the potential for deep profiling, predictive policing, and even social manipulation on a scale previously unimaginable. And the legal system, well, let's just say it's playing catch-up. The problem is, the laws designed to protect our privacy were written long before the internet, let alone the era of big data. Think about it. The concept of personal data in the 1970s was a far cry from the intricate digital tapestry woven from our every online interaction today. When you hear this lawyer's defense in some of these cases, you'll spit out your coffee. It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole, and the hole keeps changing shape. Take, for instance, the case of *Smith v. DataCorp*, a fictionalized example but one that reflects the reality of many ongoing legal battles. Mr. Smith, a mild-mannered accountant, found himself the target of a highly personalized advertising campaign, a campaign so invasive, so deeply personal, it suggested DataCorp had access to his private medical information. The defense? Correlated data. Apparently, the algorithm, a black box of bewildering complexity, had somehow linked his online browsing history to his medical condition. The judge, bless their heart, seemed to buy it. I wonder what planet that judge was on when they delivered that verdict. The issue here isn't just about the accuracy of the data, it's about the sheer volume and the lack of transparency. Big data analytics often relies on complex algorithms, proprietary algorithms, often shrouded in secrecy. This lack of transparency makes it virtually impossible for individuals to understand how their data is being used, analyzed, and potentially misused. This opacity fuels distrust, and rightly so. It's like handing over your life story to a magician who refuses to reveal his tricks. And then there's the issue of consent. We're constantly bombarded with terms and conditions, privacy policies that are longer than Tolstoy's *War and Peace*. How many of us actually read them? Even if we did, would we understand the intricacies of data harvesting, data mining, and all the other data-related jargon? It's a system designed to overwhelm and ultimately bypass informed consent. It's the digital equivalent of signing a contract written in Klingon. Furthermore, the cross-border nature of data adds another layer of complexity. Data often flows across national borders, making it difficult to determine which jurisdiction's laws apply. This jurisdictional ambiguity creates a regulatory Wild West, where companies can exploit loopholes and avoid accountability. It's like a digital game of jurisdictional hopscotch, with companies leaping over legal obstacles with impunity. But the fight for data privacy isn't lost. We're seeing a growing movement towards stronger data protection regulations, spurred by landmark legislation like the GDPR in Europe and CCPA in California. These laws are attempts to bring some order to the chaos, to rein in the excesses of data collection and processing. However, these laws are just the beginning. The challenge is enforcement. Big data companies possess immense resources, and fighting them in court can be a David and Goliath struggle for individuals. Class action lawsuits offer some hope, but even then, proving damages can be incredibly difficult. It's a battle of resources, a fight against the behemoths of the digital age. Moreover, technology is constantly evolving, outpacing the law. New data collection methods, new forms of artificial intelligence are constantly emerging, creating new privacy challenges that require innovative legal solutions. It's a never-ending game of technological leapfrog, with the law constantly struggling to keep up. The future of privacy law in the age of big data is uncertain, but one thing is clear: it requires a multi-pronged approach. We need stronger regulations, better enforcement mechanisms, and increased transparency from data companies. But we also need greater public awareness and education. We need to empower individuals to understand their rights and to demand greater control over their own data. We need to demand accountability from the tech giants, to challenge their opaque data practices, and to hold them responsible for the misuse of our personal information. We need to challenge the algorithms, to question the assumptions embedded within them, and to demand greater transparency in their operation. Because ultimately, the fight for data privacy is a fight for our autonomy, for our right to control our own digital identities. This isn't just a legal battle, it's a battle for the very soul of the digital age. It's a fight to ensure that technology serves humanity, not the other way around. It's a fight to prevent a dystopian future where our every move, every thought, every digital footprint is meticulously tracked, analyzed, and exploited. And it's a fight that requires all of us to be vigilant, informed, and engaged. The path ahead is challenging, but the stakes are high. The fight for data privacy is a marathon, not a sprint, and it demands our continued attention, our persistent advocacy, and our unwavering commitment to protecting the fundamental right to privacy in this increasingly digital world. So stay tuned, data detectives, because this is a story that is far from over. The next chapter is being written right now, and it's up to us to shape its narrative. The fight for our digital freedom is just beginning. And remember, when you see those endless terms and conditions, those seemingly impenetrable privacy policies, remember the absurdity of it all. Remember Smith v. DataCorp, and remember the fight is far from over. The battle for our digital privacy continues, and we will keep fighting.